Hi guys, Nasty Nate 888 here, bringing you another Age of Empires cast. This time I'll be playing the Japanese on another MegaRandom FFA. I wanted to cast this game in particular because there's a little interesting thing that happens pretty early in the game here, which you'll see very soon actually, which I wanted to showcase. I didn't even know I could do this, but it worked out for me. I think it could have even been done better because I believe I did forget to get this little 30-second upgrade here. The the Tawara upgrade was kind of like a mini wheelbarrow. You get in like it's kind of like split up into smaller increments for the Japanese civilization. Instead of just having one wheelbarrow upgrade, you have like it has a three-part upgrade system. But what happens here is, as you'll see very soon, I won't spoil it, I guess. It's a standard game, so you start off with your villagers. I have 7 over here already on the berries. And I'm scouting out with my king, as one does, as everyone else is doing. But just a moment here. I think there we go. The red comes in here with his king. He's obviously spawned over in this northwest side of the map, and he's scouting out my situation here, see what I'm trying to do. I don't know why he's sticking around. Guess I hit him a few times with the TCs, finally realized, oh wait, I gotta back it up. But then I'm like, wait a minute. I got all these villagers here. He's right next to me. If he sprints back home, that's gonna wear out in a second. Could I get a surround on him? And it turns out, yes, villagers do run. Even without the upgrade I would have had by now at this point. 7% movement speed, which I forgot to get right away, which I believe you're supposed to get as Japanese all the time. Even without that 7% movement speed, these 7 bills can surround a king. And I think the guy in the chat says something like nasty at this point. The StarCraft 2 micro coming in, I guess you might say. Surround the king. So I get probably my fastest snipe ever in the game. Yeah, definitely by far ever. So just to let you guys know, be careful with your king when you're scouting, early in the game. And now I think we can split. I don't really remember how the rest of this game goes, but maybe I win, maybe I don't. I'm not sure. You know, just wanted to highlight that little thing there. I started playing Japanese. I'm learning a lot of new civs. Like I've been learning, Japanese most recently. I played a game as only one game as Rus, but then also Zusi. I just recently learned them, so I'm trying to learn all the new civilizations. I just came back after about maybe a 2-year break from Age of Empires, and I've been daunted, a little bit daunted to come back and play at first because of all the new civilizations, and I don't know how to play them. I don't know how they work. But I finally got over that, and I realized with this free-for-all mode, I'm having just so much fun playing it that I've really renewed my passion in this game. I've been looking for an RTS to play for a while. I'm kind of over it. I've played StarCraft 2 for 10 years. I played a little bit of the Stormgate beta, but it's not done yet. It's just such an early access game. So Age of Empires is still the one, man, especially with this new free-for-all mode. It's really, it makes the game a lot more fun. I always loved playing the team games back in the day. I used to have some buddies that would play this game, and we do tons of team games. I probably played like 200 or 300 team games with them, but none of them play the game anymore, so I can't do that anymore. And I realized there are modes of Age of Empires I think that are more fun than team games. Team games tend to be like, they would always tend to be like very long games, long drawn out games, because you'd have a choke point in the middle of the map. At least back when I played it, when the game first came out, the maps weren't as interesting and dynamic and varied as they are now, like with the MegaRandoms. There was always a choke point in the middle of the map. You just smash your armies into the choke point, which was cool, but it just made the games last a really long time, and sometimes they got kind of boring and drawn out a little bit too long. Then I discovered playing 1v1s, and I realized those games were a lot faster. You'd fight more in feudal and castle a lot more often. And that was kind of fun, but it's a little bit, I'm not the most competitive gamer anymore. I feel like I'm a little bit slower than a lot of people these days, but Age of Empires is just a game that, you don't have to worry about that really split-second decision-making with the micro, losing your whole army in a matter of seconds as you do with StarCraft, which really appeals to me. There's more macro mechanics, more strategy this way, even though you can't do cool stuff like, have flying units and dropships and stuff like that in the game. It does have its downsides in that regard, but to me it's just, a lot of fun. But we've seen that red is the only player out so far. Let's take a look and see what else is going on this map. If we can check out what's going on. So I've been just going up to my Cura storehouse, getting the farm transition going. Doing a fast castle rush, I believe, is what I've been learning as Japanese. Getting this the Temple of Equality with the Buddhist monks. I think I've been watching a lot of in addition to playing Age Empires, I've been watching some other YouTube content. I've been watching a little bit of Beastie, but I discovered another creator, Aussie Drongo, and he's the one I've been watching the most lately. I think he maybe taught me this build with the Buddhist monks, where you get this landmark that you wouldn't normally make as Japanese, and you basically eventually you spam these monks out. You can get it at first just to get the relics on the map, but then you can which is what I'm doing, and then you can later on you can spam a bunch of them out. And you get this upgrade to where they basically generate free gold. So even though there is a lot of gold in the middle of this map, I'm not I don't control the middle, so I don't think necessarily gonna get all that gold. What I see on my screen. So I do see a lot of gold here. I don't think I've scouted all of it. There's a lot more gold on this side as well, but I decided that I wanted to go with the monks, get the quick relics, and also later in the game it could be very useful to keep my gold economy pumping. And meanwhile, you make some mounted samurais and run across the map. You can do it with regular samurais either, but I decided since it's a standard map, everyone's kind of spread out evenly. It's a big map, I need to get around. I decided I wanted to go with mounted samurais just to have the mobility to get around where I need to go and try to harass people. I do already have one pick thanks to that early king snipe though, so I'm in a good spot. I don't really need to kill anyone yet. Come to think of this, I probably could have done this a little differently here. I could have probably, instead of trying to harass orange and fight orange here, I could have since I got that kill, I got some relics already. I don't know what my monks are doing here, but put it in there. Come on, put it in the temple there, buddy. I could have, just sat back and maybe got an extra TC or two right away. And with Japanese, you do get whenever you mine gold, I guess you get free stone. See, I could have already built some TCs, extra TC or two here. I didn't quite realize it yet. But I just took 2 of the sacred sites just to get some extra gold income here. Usually people won't bother you on the sacred sites unless you're you take all 3. So I decided to just take the 2. And it's like some other players are fighting over relics here. But now I have a lot of mounted samurais. I think maybe this was a little bit of a mistake. In retrospect, I didn't need to. I already had a plus 50 supply. I didn't need to take on, but I think it's looking pretty good here. This player is, well, he's also trying to attack me. It's kind of funny. We're both trying to attack each other with rams. I'm just running around, He's got these. I think I decided to push with this attack because they're early men at arms. I realize I think he just recently hit H3 and now let me slow this down a bit here. Sorry guys. Carry away. Okay, so I just used my peasants to wipe his rams. And meanwhile, I realized I can overwhelm them here because these. Now I didn't realize right away, but they're gilded now, so they're a little bit harder to fight, I think, and so I'm gonna have a harder time cleaning them up. But for a while there, they were early men at arms until he finally went into H3 and got his upgrade. And I'm just pumping along. Sure. Are we gonna get this snipe? I don't know if we do actually. I think his economy's dead. The guy's basically out of the game. Yeah, he doesn't have any more bills. I think I sniped them all. So I do end up picking up. I think I do end up picking up this kill on orange here. Even though this emergency repair, very annoying ability, makes it take a lot longer than it otherwise would have. I guess he's still at some villagers. They're all inside the TC right now. But eventually, very slowly, as we build up our economy at home, hopefully. Wow, I'm still not building extra TC. A little bit slow with Japanese, as you can see. Not the best player with them yet. I guess I was focusing on making sure this got killed. I didn't want his king to get away. Here we go. We finally get through, and there's his king. Fortunately, separated from the bills, and we just sniped him out. So now I'm up 2. So this is kind of dangerous here because now I have 2 picks. If anyone's been paying attention, they're gonna notice that. But there's still, luckily for me, I'm now I've luckily wiped red off. wiped orange off the map, and now so I have the whole top side of the map all to myself, which is just, you know, it's just like the most ideal situation, right? So I'm in a really good spot now. I think green has picked up on the fact I'm doing pretty well in this game, and he's gonna come through here and see if he can do any damage to me. Meanwhile, purple and pink are fighting down here, as one would expect them to. I don't know what green. Oh, he's just scouting, I guess. He's not really looking for me necessarily. Looking to fight me. But these guys are just going at it down here. No one else is really fighting much. We're just kind of macking up now. I think I got my other TCs. 2 or 3 others. I got 3 relics. Now, I kind of forgot to spam these monks out, I think. Let me see. I only have 6 of them. I should have got spamming those out sooner. I forgot I was supposed to spam those for the extra gold. But other than that, we're doing alright. Doing pretty well in this game. Green is going to take the middle. He's going to neutralize these sacred sites. I'm just going to let him do that. You guys are still fighting down here. Looks like pink might be picking out purple soon. We'll see if he surrenders. The white tower is always going to be difficult without any siege, though. I guess he could have a one trap back here, but oh, there it goes. Okay, the guy just gave up or something. Pink gets the kill, so now pink is a threat to me. But I've still got, you know, 50 more supply in the room. I can see there's still four guys left on the map. Green's getting some siege, kind of taking over the middle here. I think I'm setting up my king defense. This was something you always want to do, you know, in FFA. Of course, I probably should have done it sooner. Was you want to like at least one of your landmarks here, get it keep up and get it, you know, walled off. I'm also building an exterior wall around my entire base, making sure that I'm going to be safe here against. I think I didn't realize that there's a gap here and there's also a gap up here. I haven't scouted this all yet, but now I do finally. But I don't think I've noticed this right away, unfortunately. So now we're feeling a lot safer. Here we go. Yeah, I got the wall there. Did still miss this one little choke here that I couldn't really see just because of the way that the map is oriented. The camera is pointed, I guess. But we did get our what I've really found interesting about Japanese is this H4 landmark. This gunsmith. You basically just get a stockpile of free units, and there's some unique units here which are really interesting. I did play a game previously where I built something like this in the corner, kind of away from my base, and someone built a bunch of these Azutsus, and they just like made like 12 or 14 of them, and they just went up to that spot where I had this, you know, wall with the castle, like 1 shot or 2 shot the freaking wall, and like 3 or 4 shot the keep. Like, I didn't have my army in position, and I instantly got my king snapped. And ever since I saw that, that's what got me interested in playing Japanese, because of that unit. Actually, it's not a good unit really. I don't think against like any type of unit, but it just destroys buildings, and you can snipe out buildings really easily with it. It's really interesting. Kind of like a cannon, you know, but obviously attacks faster, I think, moves around way faster. Looks like blue has decided he wants to break through my wall, so I've noticed that, fortunately, because I built this wall here. Move my army in position. A lot of people fighting in the middle as well right now, looks like. And yeah, I'm just able, he doesn't have, this is a pretty weak army. I guess it was just a sniper force or something, but yeah, very bad trade for him. He wasn't fully committed to that attack, but I don't know why he thought he could do that at this point in the game, but fighting mid as well. Green looks like overwhelming him with the lead men at arms. So there's some tension in the middle. Pink and yellow now going at it as well. I'm pushing blue now after he attacked me. I wanted to take him out. He's kind of over here on the southern half along with me. like a bigger threat than it seems like it. Because I was worried about green coming in here too, but I decided I'll just make sure this is walled. And now I finally figured out, you know, okay, I do need a wall here. I think maybe green or someone sent some units in earlier, and I realized that there was a hole there. So I'm moving into the blue's base. We're gonna try to eliminate him. And if I get this, I think, unless basically I gotta be careful here. Like I do want to snipe him, but you know, I guess luckily for me, these other players haven't really been too aware on who's getting the kills here, and they haven't decided to gang up on me just yet. But we do get the top kill, so now I'm at what, 350? Yeah, 350 supply. Looking really strong. I just have to worry about guys ganging up on me. And you know, yellow and pink are pretty close to each other, so green is probably my next biggest threat on my side of the map. See what happens here. It looks like everyone's just kind of doing their own thing in this game. Maybe it was a little bit of a lower level game lobby that I got in. People weren't coordinating and talking to each other much. Green, yeah, green's tagging pink. Like, what is he doing? Green. Pink is the one with the kill, right? Yeah, pink has the 250 supply. For some reason, yeah, these guys are not the brightest. You know, maybe they're still trying to get their own pink snipes, but at this point, I feel like, you know, any player worth trying to actually win the game at this point would be like, hey guys, teal has gotten a few snipes. They probably didn't even. They probably, unless they, you know, what I like to do is, I'll type in the chat, you know, teal plus 50 or whatever. I'll record enemy players getting king snipes so that I remember who got the kills and how much supply everybody's at, which I seen Drongo do. I think I got that idea from him. And these players obviously haven't done that. I mean, I did get that snipe on the red king really, really early, so they probably didn't even remember that at this point, and they may not have realized like my army supply is this high. But as we see, we're pushing through the middle now, taking over this area. I cleared green out, and it looks like pink and green are really just fighting each other, and this creates an easy situation for me, right? Let's just fast forward, because this is obviously. It's pretty obvious what's going to happen here, right? At this point, there's not really. I mean, I do have to worry about yellow still, but I have walls. These guys are just destroying each other for some reason. Not really paying attention to what's happening on the rest of the map. So, you see here, I'm just going to come in green space and wipe out what's left here. Oh, he just surrendered instantly when he saw my army. I get the king snipe. Boom. So now 400 supply. I think this is pretty straightforward. And so even if these two players did, it's unbelievable, right? Like they're fighting each other. Hello? like what is going on here, guys? Like, I mean, I was shocked. Shocked that I have such an easy position here, right? Like, I'm 400, literally 400 supply now, and pretty much a wrap. Like I said, this wasn't probably the most interesting game, but I just thought I wanted to showcase that that quick king snipe I got at the beginning of the game because, you know, it was shocking even to me. I've never seen anyone do it, and I've never attempted to do it myself. But I figured, what the hell? I'll try it and see if that works, and it did work. It does work. I guess maybe you need like 6 fills. I had 7, I think. I'm not sure how many you need exactly to get us around, but it's something that's worth noting. If you have, you know, normally, let's talk about this again real quick. If you have your villagers just like, you know, gathering sheep at your town center, obviously the king's never going to come that close, because if he did, he'd just get sniped by the town center anyways. But if you have your villas off, you know, in a standard game where people are exploring, when you have like 6+ villas on like a berry bush or something, or you know, whatever it is, you have an opportunity there that maybe people don't really realize. I didn't realize. I mean, this is like, I'm 100+ games in at this point, I think, in my free-for-all matches, and I literally just discovered that you can just get a king snipe with villagers that easily. It did definitely set back my economy early game, so if I got, you know, feudal, if someone decided to feudal aggro me after I got that snipe, I probably would have been in a tight spot there. But since, you know, it's a standard game, they're a little bit farther away than they might otherwise be. It ended up paying off for me. Let's just skip through this. I mean, these guys, are they still fighting? Oh my gosh, they're still fighting each other, man. Like, what are you doing, guys? Hello? Anyone home? Anyone paying attention to what's happening in this game? My gosh. Yeah, just completely clueless, blind players. Definitely probably don't have a lot of wins. They're just they're completely clueless as to the state of the game, and they're gonna, of course, pay the price here. I think they finally come to realize that. Maybe Yellow realizes it when he sees like Pink. Oh, where's Pink's army gone? And I think I wallow out here, buff my units, because Japanese get this cool ability, I believe, when you wallow. Let me find one of my guys with the relic here. Where is he? Like Cypress King. Okay. So you get this thing. All allied units gain 25% increased movement speed and 20% damage for 20 seconds, which is great. It's really powerful. So that's why I brought my relics with me. Now I'll have even more. Like I said, I'm kind of new to Japanese still, so I think one of my first wins with them. But since the players in this lobby didn't play strategically, it ended up being a very easy win, even though, despite my lack of, you know, ability with this civilization. We'll just wrap it up here. You know, I'm gonna grab all these relics. I guess I lost a few of my relics. He wiped my these knights. He wiped out my few of my monks. But at this point, I think I finally figured out that I need a bunch of. Actually, I don't really need a bunch of monks because there is all this access to gold in the middle for me right now. This game's already over, but if it wasn't, you know, let's say it wasn't over. Where are my Buddhist monks? I have 25, so you probably want more than that for the gold. But look at my, you know, economy or my bank right now. It's insane. I didn't even realize my bank was so high in this game, and I could have easily just trolled him and built a wonder. But he did get through my base somehow. I think. Oh, that's what I did. Okay, so something else you got to be careful about. You know, when you're playing, you're building walls, is you got to be careful you don't mine out your tree line, or if you do, you gotta re-wall, which I failed to do. So luckily for me, even though he got in here, I have the stone. I do have a full stone wall protecting one of my landmarks in King, so there's no way that he can win using this army. So I decided to just mostly ignore it. I think I probably some reinforcements here to protect this in case he did get some. But looking at this, I realized there's no way he can break through my stone wall, so I didn't even need to really bother with this rally here. And then he just gives up. That's the game. So thanks for watching, guys. I have a really great game somewhere in my replay. It's really I'll really have to dig hard for it, but I'm gonna try to upload that. And we'll get a couple more of these for y'all. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.